Edmund Ray once said, "The mind is a flexible mirror, adjusted to see a better world." The question of who am I is a question despite your age, gender, background, everyone will be asking themselves for the rest of their lives, trying to figure out the answer. Instead of describing myself through adjectives or simply what I like and dislike, I want to describe who I am through how I see the world. Everyone sees the world differently, but not everyone will use their viewpoints to describe who they are. Someone's viewpoint on the world can tell you a lot about a person. I personally see the world as a place you can be creative, a place where everything can have a positive outlook, and a place where you can be yourself. Now you get to choose what you think those things say about who I am. When I say the world is a creative place, I mean that there's more to the world than just going through your everyday life with blinders on. There's people who play live music while you're walking through the streets. There's people who paint murals on buildings for everyone to see. And people who design intricate buildings. My favorite example is the Inside Out building in Paris. All of the inner workings are on the outside of the building. It seems like a simple concept, yet no one else has thought of it, and that's what makes it so creative. Now, the reason I see the world as this creative place is because it takes creative people to make it that way. Everyone can be creative no matter who they are, and that's the beauty in it. Now that I explained how I view the world as a creative place, I want to talk about how the world can also be a positive place. Everyone can get caught up in the negative things going on in their lives. Everyone has been through a rough patch. It just depends on how you look at them. Looking at the light at the end of the tunnel is better for you and other people around you. By doing that, you can live your life to the fullest. I haven't been someone to think positive my whole life. It's just now I come to choose to think that way. To give you an example, let's say you're walking towards campus on the boardwalk. Towards your left, you see a butterfly. To the right, you see a wasp. Either way, they'll both be there. You can't see both. You can only pick one. Just because there's a wasp there doesn't mean you have to give in to it. Instead of stressing about it, how about you live life to the fullest and enjoy the butterfly while it's there? Moving forward, I want to talk about how I see the world as a place where you can be yourself. Everyone, at one time or another, has been afraid to be themselves. Why does everyone want to be like everyone else? Because that's the easiest way. If everyone suddenly wakes up one day and decides they aren't afraid to be themselves, well, that would be the perfect world. Let's say a group of elementary school kids are told to draw pictures of their classmates. They would be thrilled to show their drawings to their friends. Now, if you ask college kids, or even adults who work a 9-to-5 job to do the same, they'll be afraid to show people their work. The world can be full of people who aren't just parallels, but it takes everyone to chip in. There's a quote by Susie Chasm, "Be yourself, an original is always worth more than a copy." Now that I've explained how I view the world, you may think of me as someone who's creative and sees that in other things, and someone who sees the good in all of the bad, and as someone who doesn't want to be like a parallel like everyone else. Not everyone will see the world like this, but this is how I would describe who I am.